Welcome everybody. I hope that everybody is okay with English. If someone needs the translation support, please feel free to ask. I would be glad to help you. I'm Visar Hajifazio, working for the youth organization NGO FU. Currently also implementing the Erasmus projects, and we would like to spread this spirit of Erasmus and the knowledge thanks to our expert, Mr. Igor, who accepted our invitation. Igor, the floor is yours. Thank you very much again.
Okay, Mr. Thank you very much. I hope everybody today will get a lot of different information, if not knowledge. Whatever I need to say that whoever wants to contact me or have, detailed information of some topic later, just feel free. I will share my other information later, but I need to say that being part of Erasmus Plus project changed the life for a lot of people as well for me. So during the presentation today, I'll really try to focus what you can do in the Erasmus Plus and what Erasmus Plus can do for you. I will share also my experience, my pictures, so I can see what really is behind the Erasmus Plus project. Okay, so for today, agenda is what is Erasmus Plus and what is not, because there is a lot of different thinking what Erasmus Plus is, what are different type of Erasmus Plus projects. I will try to explain where you can start if you've never been part of Erasmus Plus projects, and I will share examples of good practice. And of course, I will also answer to your questions you gave in the online form. Some of them are really too specific, so maybe I need to, have it in private with you because it's not for everyone. And of course, feel free to ask whatever you want. I see that there is a lot of different questions regarding Erasmus Plus project, and I can start talking now and probably will never end until next week. But idea behind this that I will go overview what is the flyover, and then you can ask whatever you want. So I want to say also a few words about the presentation today. Our invitation was about European Erasmus Plus projects and is not about exchange in a way if you want to go to the other country as a student. So this is not about students exchange and student study in other countries. This is not about loans for master degrees and everything is related to students. It's about Erasmus Plus project where you can participate as an organization. So there is a lot of other opportunity for the individual, as I said, study abroad or master degree or how to teach abroad as a teacher from, for example, from Kosovo, or have a traineeship in Erasmus Plus. So this is your individual experience. Here you can hear today about how you join some kind of organization and have, some kind of mobility as an individual, go to another country and have a training there, or you create your own innovation and have a best practice. So I will give plenty of different expressions and presentation today. So what is Erasmus Day? This is a 3-day of presentation of what is Erasmus Plus every year. So this year is from 15 to 17 October. And I need to say that Erasmus Plus is over 30 years old. So 30 years is already been doing a lot of different progress in Europe. So as you can see here in Prizren, you have 2 different presentations. What is Erasmus event? And I'm really glad that I'm today part of that presentation. So, where to start? You know, through over my presentation, I have a QR code. So sometimes when you're not patient enough to wait until tomorrow when I'll share this presentation, because I will share it with you so you can use it, you can also take a picture or scan it and have look what is behind that URL code. So basic information, what about this Erasmus Plus is in that in that URL. What is, how, who, and where you can apply. So this is general information. I will give today everything for the start, but when you want to go back, you can still use it here. So Erasmus Plus consists 4 different parts of the application. That means this is the programs for the organizations. So key action 2 is learning mobility for individuals. That means that normally it's youth or adult or somebody who wants to learn something. Maybe you're just, you know, even adult in the 3rd age after your retirement. You can go to another country and have, you know, training about the language or whatever you want. Or you just you know, graduate and want to go to another country to do some kind of stuff. So learning mobility is going somewhere else, learning and getting back to your country with, you know, elevate knowledge what is about the topic you are here. So maybe Visar later also can talk how his youth organization is doing that field. Key action 2 is more advanced. It's for the innovation and the good practice that, for example, if you have really good idea how to improve the education, you can create your own project, apply it, and if you be supported, then you create your innovation. That innovation could be e-learning platform, could be manual, could be methodology, could be videos, in general, how to improve education in Europe. Exchange of good practice means that you will use somebody else's good practice, somebody else's innovation, and implement in your own country. So this is, you know, just using it, but still you can get the funds from doing that. Support for policy reform is quite complicated. I will not go into it, but that means in general the complete policy for the country or for the Europe, how you, for example, will be teaching from now on. And of course, sports, you can do different projects in sport. So I will focus today the key action 1 and key action 2. And general, what is key action N? So that will encourage mobility of the students, staff, youth workers, young people. Youth workers are normally people who are employed in NGO or are part of their work is in NGO or are just volunteer in the NGOs in non-government organization and work for the best of the people around you. So this organization can arrange, you know, send or receive the students. So if you want to go somewhere else, this is the first step you need to do. Join the local youth organization. And of course, organization can also organize teachers, teaching, learning activity, training, you know, different stuff around. And everything here is about education, of course. Strategic partnership, as already said, is aimed to develop initiatives addressing training, promotion, exchange of good practice, as is already discussed before. So key action 2 have 5 different sectors. Key action 201 is school education. So you will do a project about school education. For example, improve reading in primary school, or reduce obesity with the kids in the primary school, or something like that, which is related to the primary school. Vocational education is meaning for the students from 14 to 18 years generally have a first time contact with vocational education. So if you want to improve that part, you can work with that. For example, I've been working with the Key Action 2 for vocational education for many years, because this was my topic, also because my background is engineering. So I've been investing a lot of time into that. I started for work that in 1994. So probably this is another century now. This is, I'm pretty old about that. So my first software I developed for the educational, vocational education is from 1987, and I started to selling it to Slovenian Ministry of Education in 1990. So from that time, so over the 30 years, I've been working in vocational education. So then I started to work European projects. So this is when you're teaching in vocational education. For example, you have students in arts, or you have students in, for example, in welding on machinery, and they want to have their own, for example, entrepreneurship. I mean, a small and medium enterprise. So one of the education you can do in this Key Action 2 is to promote education and teach them how to create and make her own enterprise. So we will not go into the higher education because this is another topic, but adult education is similar with school education, just participation of the adults. And the Key Action 205 is probably the most important for the youth sector and the NGOs. That means that you will do some kind of very good initiative in the youth sector and promote it in that kind of project. For example, the last one we made about youth is how to foster creative mindset, how to be creative. So we developed the complete training how to be good in that sector, and also for the youth teachers how to be creative and teach that. So this is the kind of the stuff we can do. I can give later much more detail, but this is overview to see what we were doing here. So in short, we have two different Key Action. One is learning mobilities. You just go to another country and get the training or whatever, or you organize it and they will come into your country. And Key Action 2 means that you will get innovations, innovative project. You will develop some kind of new methodology or something which is new, and then you will promote it to the Europe. So first, I need to give you some basics for understanding. Why? Because a lot of this later information is based on some prerequisite which you need to know about European Union. So Europe have their own policies. So they have a strategies which you need to know in order to successfully write the project. For example, European project Europe 2020, that was a very important strategy developed in 2010 for the next 10 years, and we have 6 different topics on that. So we want to have at least 1% less early school leavers. Early school leavers means that somebody who didn't finish the school just drop out. So we want to have below 10%. We want to go to at least 40% of the people go into universities. We want to at least 90% of the private, I mean for the school children. No, early children education mean in the kindergartens, want to go to the kindergarten because a lot of them are still at home. Or this is probably the most important underachievement in reading, math, and science, because this means that you can do a lot of projects to improve reading, to improve math, to improve science. And underachievement means that we want to be below 15% of the people who cannot read, or they cannot do the maths very well. And I hear a lot of time, no, mathematics is not my thing. And this is very bad for your life, because you're doing mathematics all the time. You know, even when you go to the shop, you need to know basic mathematics. And people 22.1 cannot do basic math calculations in Europe. This is frustrating. Even the science is the same. They don't know generally what the science means. So there is a lot of possibility for you to create different trainings in those fields, especially in mathematics. Also, employment rate of recent graduates. That means that people who just graduate don't have the opportunity to employ. So we want to raise that employability. And of course, also adult participation in learning, because we say the long life, this is another, the learning through all the lives, lifelong learning. That means that you will learn every day. I just also repeated the mistake my friend did. He said, long life learning. So you will learn about long life. No, that is not the truth. So you will be learning all the life. So why is that so important? You know, just figure it out how this COVID-1 changed our life. If you will not learn the new methods, the new reality, you will fall behind, and if you will fall behind, you will not get what you can be getting if you will, participate. So there is a lot of different policies. So I really I want you to go there and see what is different policies, and you can see what is also the PISA results. What is that? So PISA results is, I need to delete all the because that policy will give you the trajectory for your project. So you need to know what is going on in Europe, what is the current statistic, and where you can apply your project. So this is very important. So you'll find different recommendations through over those. So please read that policies. This is your basic point for European projects. You will also need to know about partner countries and program countries. Program countries means that this is all the European countries and some of them non-European countries, because they are participating money in Erasmus Plus projects. Because of that, they can get back, money in the means of projects. So whoever is in this sector, they are participating money first, and they can get them back in the way of Erasmus Plus project. So partners countries, they don't participate money in, but they can still participate. There are some kind of rules what you can do and what you cannot do. For example, as a partner country, you cannot apply because you also don't have official national agency for the key action 2. Much easier is doing key action 1, means different exchange. But if you're a program country, you need to apply. I need to say that I'm kind of expert for partners countries, because I started a lot of key action 2 projects in different non-European countries. So I did it especially in Bosnia, I did it in United States, I did it in a few other countries. So they can participate, but is kind of different approach for doing that. So if you really want to work with the key action 2, just let me know, we can talk about it. How to. Generally, that means that you need to be partner in the partnership where somebody from your program countries will apply for the project. So why is so important that you know that? Because also if you're a partner country, you need to participate a little different. You need to have some kind of good practice. So for example, we had one project at the beginning where we didn't know how to promote the Bosnian partners, and then say in the case of Partner for Bosnia, it's difficult to talk about unique experience, potential, and role within the project. So you need to show, if you will be from Kosovo, you need to show that you have some kind of unique experience which will participate in our project in the complete partnership. And this is very important. So if not, the participation will not be eligible and our project will be deleted or not accepted. So this is important. Why is that so important? Because if you're not participating money but still want to get money out of that, you need to give something for that. So you are trading your knowledge, experience for the part of the budget in the project. So how to do it, I can teach you, but this is totally different education. So, but we can do it that later. So where and how to apply. So that's why it's national agency. So in every country, they have kind of national agency which deals with Erasmus Plus projects. That means all of that are based for Erasmus Plus in Brussels, but all of them have, you know, some kind of national agency. And when you are applying, you will apply in one of those countries. The general rule is they need to have the high budget and they need to have a low Is that a question somewhere or? No, okay. So what I suggest here, that if you have a high budget, you need to also try to figure it out. What is the threshold to getting your project? Threshold means that you will try to find the country where acceptance rate is not so high. You know, some countries are very high. For example, UK, Italy, Turkey. You really need to have a very good project with the good results to be accepted. Some other countries not. You know, and this is changing from every year. So this is not the truth that every time will be Poland. Next year will be France. You know, I don't know. So you need to really focus on that. So what is generally phases of the project? You know, those kind of phases means that you will need to know how your project is working. So at the beginning, you will need to develop idea. So that idea, I need to say, is not a 1 week work. That idea is probably a few months long work if you really want to do good project. And then based on that idea, we will prepare the application, which you will develop in 1 to 3 months, and then you will submit it. Normally, the first application month is around March, then is end of May, and again then is October. If this key action 1, if it's key action 2 is normally just 1 per year in March. But still this will change. For example, this year we also have extra call because of the COVID, and it will just be in few days. 29th of October is another deadline. So you need to be aware what the deadline is, and based on that, prepare it. So I suggest you that you start to prepare the application about 3-4 months before the deadline, if you really want to have a good project. And then you will wait for a 6 months for the feedback. So normally if you apply in the March, you will get September the feedback. If the project is approved, then your work is starting. So you will work 24 to 36 months. You could do even less, but I really see that 24 is optimum. Or I adjust it, I don't know. I think the 2 years is optimum for that. So then you will develop your intellectual outputs. Intellectual outputs, it's a kind of slang, and it's meant result for your project. And then you will implement that project. So all those project is not just inventing something new, if this, or it is exchange of good practice. You really need to implement whatever you develop to prove that your project is really working. So this is a lot of work. So at the beginning you need to develop it, and then you will need to implement it and test it. And of course, at the end of the project, you will need to still finalize the project with the reports, which could also take about 3 months. So what I really suggest you to check previously funded project. There is about 30,000 different projects here. So you can find it for key action 1 and key action 2 different projects, and you just need to type the keyword here and see what kind of the project. For example, I tried to find here xenophobia, and I found that there is 640 different projects already developed. So if I want to do something about xenophobia, I really need to have very good and innovative idea. If not, evaluators ask you why we should, fund another project like that. So you need to find your way, why you're doing this and how this would be different, and why is that different? Why your project is different? So as I said, to create key action 2 projects, you need a really good project idea. So where there are sources for project ideas? So we have 2 different approaches. I already talked about this. First is developing the completely new ideas that is called the beyond state-of-the-art method. State-of-the-art is strange word in English, but means what is the current cutting-edge method for something, and you need to do another step. So beyond state-of-the-art. So this is some kind of innovation, new things, whatever you want to do. Or you just want to transfer a good practice from someone else, generally to the other countries or countries of the partnership. So it is very important that at the beginning of the application it's necessary to indicate which method you will use, because based on that you can also create or not your project results, which is very important. So where do we find ideas for new projects? So what I normally do, throughout my year, I try to find what is the problem around me. The problem is our own school, or what is people is doing wrong, or if there is a upgrade of the past projects or problem I really need to know, have solved. So for example, if you're in the school, I suggest you to see what the problem you have. If you're NGO, you try to look around to see what the problems they have. For example, you see obesity, or kids don't want to have sports anymore, or they are not interested in school, or some kind of stuff related to your target group and related to what you want to achieve. So try to figure out what is the best. So also it's very good to go to the policies to see what is the problem, because if there is a big and challenging problem in the Europe, then this will be signified in the policies, and you can get the idea out of it and then implement it in your environment. So you can also see past projects, maybe they are already old, they need to upgrade it with the new technology, new knowledges and so on. Or, what kind of one of our projects is just climate change now. This is really big issue, which from one country, for example, United States and Trump, they said that they're not existing. For another another site in Italy, they have obligatory topic, climate change. So where we are. So this is some kind we really need to change. So as I said, ideas in European policy is very important. For example, what you can see, improvement of the basic skills, as I said before. This is language, this is literacy, this is numeracy, information and communication technologies. All of this is now very important if you want to be part of a learning community. Now in the COVID time, practically everything going through online. And if you don't know the language, if you don't know how to be part of, you know, have started your Zoom, or you don't know, you know, basic information skills, you'll not be able to participate, and you will lag behind. So this is important. So, and why is those so important? Try to PISA results is very important for you. Try to find them. That are statistic, and also a lot of testing. Every year kids are tested what they are doing, and based on the results you can see where we have low achievers. Low achievers means that somebody who is not go over the basic line when, for example, in science, in reading, in mathematics. So, you know, you see how low of the percentage can go every year up and down. And this is very, very important that you participate somewhere. So in the reading, just 0.1% is improvement in 10 years. Can you imagine? So people still cannot read, and we, on another side, we are programming robots. So where is that something in between? And also key competencies framework. There is 8 key competencies, which is very important. So first is communication, the mother tongue, of course, and then foreign languages, mathematical competencies, science, technology, digital competency, learning to learn, very important. If you don't know how to learn, you know, how to retain the knowledge, if you don't understand what you read, you cannot learn, you cannot progress, you cannot improve your life, you cannot be your own business, you don't have your own business. So this is all the key factors to improve your life. So this is not just about learning something, you know, this is about improving your life as a person and your family. So if you're starting your NGO, you're doing first value for the people around you, and if you're good, that value will come back in improvement of your life. I don't really know how this is working, you know. Is there some kind of rule written somewhere up there? But it's true. If you don't do for the money, if you do just for the benefit of somebody else, you will get the benefits as well. And this is, for me, is absolutely true, and it's working. That's why all of my presentations, all of my workshop all across the Europe is for free. I'm going in any part of the Europe, getting there for my money, and normally everything is for free. So I'm giving everything I know, and then getting back with the different kind of feedbacks and improvement of my life. So I suggested that you first focus on your problems. And if you know the philosopher Rumi from Konya in Turkey, mystical part of Islam, I really encourage you to start read it. And he said, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. So start with you. This is one of very important lessons I learned, and I'm doing that since then. And then I'm teaching others how I change, not how they need to change. I teach how I change it, what is my experience. And then you can get something or not, it's up to you, but I can show you the path. So, for example, what is the current problems around you? I see, and I'm starting to writing you down. So this is my seeds for my future projects. For example, teacherpreneurs. Did you heard about that? So a lot of teacher is teaching entrepreneurship, but never been part of any company. So teachers and entrepreneurs at the same time, to teach from their own perspective, their own knowledge. Or you can. A lot of youth now, oh, everything is difficult. I cannot do this. I don't find a job. I don't know. Just join the youth action and youth or NGO. So you will find plenty of work, and you will see that there's sometimes you'll see benefit in your life. Or give a child a right limit. For example, too many kids now is too demanding. They want everything, they want now. So how to train the parents, how to give the limit to the children to be, you know, part of the society. Or we've been working on one project, how to improve recess time in schools. I mean, from one lesson to another, this is 5 minutes or 10 minutes recess time. And we found if you can enlarge it or change it and have some kind of activities, and then results are boosted. So they are much better. So, you know, plenty of different projects. We just got approved our parenting. Our parenting is the fact, especially in the Balkan. Especially in the Balkan, where parents don't let their kids fall. You know, oh, you will fall, you will do that. I can, you know, have it in the phone, not to be, not to have problems. So our parenting is one thing I need to teach the parents. So a lot of different projects. So examples of my key action 2 project titles approved, and I will show later as well. Cooperation of school and parents, how parents can cooperate with the schools, how, you know, can help schools to do it, especially now in the time of COVID. If everything is online, parents really needs to help first their child and also to the schools that to be very good. Or positive mindset for the youth. We have one very good project now, even in the Caribbean. So we'll fly to the Caribbean and have a good life as well. As I said, our parenting make kids free again, to be allowed to fall, allowed to play, allowed to climb the tree, allowed to use the knife, you know. Stress-free teachers. A lot of stress is with the teachers. That means also the trainers in the youth sector. So how can be stressless, how to improve their life. Entrepreneurship for the creative art sector. So for example, somebody who is, for example, painter, she doesn't know how to sell their, their products. Entrepreneurship for them. Or helping parents to support kids in e-learning in pandemic time. So this is all those already examples. This is one very good example of, you know, whatever, I need to say, one project is better than another, and this is one of the best. Inspire Us, we said, is a project when we try to improve women's strength to really start to do their entrepreneurship. A lot of ladies, because of the motherhood, because of the, you know, whatever they are going through life, they are not active entrepreneurs, but they want to do it. So we created a 5-week training. And then we also have a 3-week online course, and we also have private coaching. So if somebody wants to go there and you know, I have an idea, how do I start? What I need to know? what are the steps, and then at the end, the private coaching. So I'm coaching every one of that. It's over 30 of them. And now in my lessons, even one lady from Kosovo, I need to say, from Prizren. So, you know, a lot of things is going here around. So this is one of our best projects, what we are doing. Or what is also very important, if you are doing Key Action 2 projects, but as well in Key Action 1, during the project you also can have, it's called LTTs, Learning, Teaching, Training event. That means that you will develop something and then will you go into one place in the middle of the project, not just on the meeting, but 1 week have the complete training from the beginning to end. For example, we here create the training how to use game-based learning into the school, and we then really try it at the beginning to see if this is really working or not. And where you see where it's not working, we want to improve, and then improvement then is implemented in the training again. So if you will be part of that project, you will definitely go and you will travel and you will participate a lot. So I have few tips for successful writing of the project. Whatever is Key Action 1 is Key Action 2. And this is typical example of writing the application. So the applicant or someone will write the application and send to the partners. Partner will look at it, give the comments, give the mandate letter, sign it, and that's it. What do you think? What is wrong with that type of the application? There is no participation. This is just one person is developing the project, and this is very bad, and this is not going through anymore. So the right approach now is that you, as an initiator, you will create idea. You will find your analysis. Needs analysis means that you will go into your target group. So, for example, a teacher, and see if you really have a need about that topic. You will revise European policy. You will see the previous results. And if this is everything okay, you go to the next step. You will try to search the partners. Means that you will try to find the partners who is capable to do one part of the application. So, for example, we doing entrepreneurship. We need one who is very good in entrepreneurship. We need another one who is good is e-learning. The third one who is using the IT and so on. And that is how the partnership is constructed. And then we will jointly determine what will be activities in the result, and jointly we will create the application. That generally means that we'll open one file which can be developed at the same time, like Google document or Microsoft Word Online, or something which is useful for everyone at the same time. And what I'm asking from everyone joining my partnership is to delete the Word from your computer. This is the old stuff. This is the 17th century of the computer. So don't use static software anymore. Using online, because you can just share. Even that application, that presentation when I developed, I didn't send it to Visa. I just share the link to him, and we commonly work on that until both of us are satisfied. Because this is stupid that I will create something, send to Visa, and he will say, okay, change this and this, or here you have something to upgrade, or he will change it and send me back, and then I'll try to find what is the changed, or because I already changed something. Impossible. So don't do it anymore. So delete the word. This is my first advice to you if you really want to be modern. And then, of course, when we will develop, all of us develop the application, we will submit it, and the evaluator will assess the project. And I just need to say, when I started to do something like that, my acceptance rate was really 20% more, 30% more, because all of us really see the application. But also it's very important of the project manager. Project manager needs to be somebody who will really push you. Visar, you didn't do it. Igor, you need to do it. You need to revise that. Igor, this is not good. You know, and when everybody participating that way, or should we do this, should we apply there, you know, this is common work. It's not just one person. It is not here one person, is everybody here, and it's much better application. So the development is going like this. At the beginning, when we check all the policies and objective, we have a basic idea. We understand what kind of results we will have. If this will be e-learning platform, this will be manual, this will be videos, this will be whatever it will be, training. And then based on that, we see what the competencies needed of the partner. So when I know if we develop, for example, e-learning platform, I need to have a partner who is able to build e-learning platform. So this is how we build our partnership. And then, of course, we will validate against evaluation criterion. So Erasmus Plus have criteria for that. So it's called horizontal priorities and specific priorities, and this needs to be really clear that this is everything is there. Based on that, we are then create the work plan and the financial plan, and then we will finalize the application, of course, with all the projects partners. So how I do this? So at the beginning, description, innovation, partnership, with the budget, this is only me. So my idea, my selection of the partners, and I creating the budget. Of course, in a way that everybody is satisfied, but just I am tackling this part. But all the partnership, create the partnership, decide who is the participant, how we'll manage the application, how we will do implementation. And generally only me develop intellectual outputs description, I mean results description, because if I have a general idea, I'll also have more sophisticated, specific knowledge of what is the results. But then, of course, I leave everybody to comment, change, and so on. So leading partners then have the implementation development, writing, and then, of course, all the responsible partners for special parts in the application will create text about learning, teaching, training, about the mobilities, about dissemination, impact. And this is all parts of the application, which we will later know what is this. But how can I really participate in the Erasmus Plus project? So this was generally overview what it was, and now I'll give you a concrete things how you can really start to participate in the key action project. If we will focus on key action 1, which means the mobilities and the trainings, the first and most important thing is contact your local youth organization, or contact your school, or contact your NGO in your neighborhood. Start to be involved. This is very important because you will then could be participate in learning mobility. So if when NGO will organize something and go to another country, they will try to find people. And if you will be there, they can include you in the learning mobilities. You can also be volunteer in your organization. So you get some kind of a job there to volunteer, to learn, and then over the year, maybe you can be also part of the organization. You, for example, you can help organize events. You will get the knowledge what the organization means. And this is very important also for the key action 2 later if you try to do it. Or you can be also volunteer in another country. This is a possibility to be have some kind of, that means working experience. So you can go to another country and you will be dedicated to some specific topic in one post, and you will be paid for the basic living there. So you will not earning your salary. It was just supporting you to survive there, and you get your working experience. You can also learn to be trained in your youth organization, or you can be writer of the project. So this is generally what I see in the key action tool. But later, Viser maybe can also tell us what he expects from somebody who will try to join the youth organization Key Action 1 project. So he can explain more in detail. So this is the benefit you will part. You can be part of, you know, something like that. You know, this is fun stuff. You know, go to another country, enjoy the climate there, have fun, and learn as well. Or you can check, for example, the Facebook, a lots of different traineeship or Key Action 1 mobilities is there. If you really want to be part, you can contact them. So this is one of my Key Action 1 mobilities that was for the Slovenian high school students. That was in Nuremberg in Germany. They learned there about the entrepreneurship in the technology. Here is the complete, about 30 people in Turkey. We try to organize our meeting to see how everything around being proactive and being the leader. So all of them are learning a lot of this, of course, also cultural things, of course, also how the, you know, things is working in different countries. So this is a big experience. And for example, that red lady here, she was a waitress before she was going there. She just returned and see that is so many different possibilities, and she just create her own company. So just one visit and just one mobility can change your life forever. That guy, for example, from Bosnia, he already wrote to different one Key Action 2 projects, and another is now in writing. The first one is approved, and that one is that Caribbean project about mindset I already told you. So there is a lot of different possibilities for you to learn. So I really encourage you to first contact your local NGO to doing that. If you want to participate in Key Action 2, then you can contact your youth organization or even better, school. That will mean that you can help develop intellectual outputs of already existing project, for example, some kind of writing if you have already experience in that, or you can participate in different activities and meetings they have in your country. So it is very important that you made your first contact. You need to make your first contact to see what is going on. I really encourage you also to find School Education Gateway. This is the big European platform when you can see the Teacher Academy. And there is practically all other training going across the Europe for the teachers, for the staff, which you can go there and be part of the training. So it's a procedure how to apply there, but they will tell you. So just go there and see the course catalog and see where you can go for the training this year or next year. Some of them are now going online as well, but we already discussed this, that this is not the same. If you go there and see the country and have exchange. So I really encourage you to do that in the time when the COVID not so high. This is normally now just during the season, summer season. So let's focus and have 10 days maybe somewhere else in the education. How much time do I need? If I will develop my own application and I'm novice, how much time do I need for creative Key Action 1? For the Key Action 1, I think you will need 1 to 2 months, especially if you're starting for the first time. So this is and you have a key action 2, at least 3 months. I say at least, because if you want to have some kind of project which is good, you need to have 3 months. But a lot of people ask me if I'm novice and I will apply, I probably will not be approved for the first time. Yes, you will not be approved. But the thing is, if you have a winning mindset, that means that you know that next year or for the next round, you can use that already developed application and improve it, and then develop another one. For the next deadline, you have 2 projects. So you have much higher probability to be approved. So probably in that next deadline, you have 1 project approved, and you can again improve 1 of them and write another one. So you have 1 approved and 2 projects in the making. So this is the winning situation. I see that 97% of all my projects gets approved that way. That does not mean that will be approved the first time, but whatever project I started to write practically gets approved sometimes. And I need to tell you, just this year, me and my team developed, how many projects do you think? 35. We developed 35 projects. So eventually all of them will be sometimes applied, so you can see how this majority of the projects and my teaching is going there. Of course, I cannot do it myself. Just a second. I cannot do it myself, so I have my project management team. I have 15 best project management team ever. Why? Because all of them is practically in another country. So I try to find the people who are proactive, who is different countries from Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia, Portugal, I don't know, Belgium, Cyprus. So all of them are my project managers. So I am here to think what projects could be, how to write, and together we have every Monday morning, evening, we have a very good 1 hour, sometimes even 2 hours education, how we can be better, how we can implement better, how we can write better, where should we apply another time. So with that team, 35 project is not a problem. So this is 15 project managers, and everybody creates 2 projects, and we have practically 35. What we will do this year, we will create a campaign for somebody who is first time in the project writing. So we will teach them online how to start, get the idea, get the partnership, get all finances, and finish the application with the mentorship, with the Mind Direct mentorship. We will try to get 10 to 15 different groups. So you've never started to any key action projects. Me and that group can lead you from the beginning to end, and we will not charge a dime. So this is everything for free. And what I think with that is, because we feel that we can be of value for somebody else, and of course we will get feedback and benefits of all of that as well. So just follow me. I will share the documents later. Follow me in the Facebook or follow me on my website, and you can see when this training will be. So where to start if I never been involved? So my first advice is to learn. Definitely, first to go to the Erasmus Plus website and see basic info, but we have plenty of online education. If you will just type in the browser projects with Igor, you will see my website and Facebook site, and there is on my website is about 15 different videos how to start the projects, and past webinars for the Facebooks and the people like there. So you can start with them. At least you will know what you need to do. So you can also participate in project variety campaign, as I already explained you. So on the Facebook, if you write projects with Igor, you can see what is that. So first, what I suggest, go to my website and apply for mailing list, so you'll get the mail about new things, or go to the Facebooks, projects with Igor, tag me, approve there, and of course follow that channel. So you will get all the information, because I share a lot of knowledge, because when we see of the evaluation what is not going this year, because from every year something different, people is doing something new, and I get the experience of that and then share with everybody, so you can hear that. I also do the live workshop all across the Europe, all across Balkan. So here is Sarajevo. This is in Macedonia. This is Turkey. I don't know where. This is Cyprus. So I'm doing the workshop, and as I said, I'm doing this for free. So you can generally invite me, and I can do workshop from 3 days workshop, and that means that we will go through the idea development. This is important, because when you have idea development, you can do everything very quickly. So I'll teach you my way. So you can see this was in Tetova, for example, last year. This was in Konya, Turkey. This is in Sarajevo. And you can see from the pictures, I'm really passionate. I'm really passionate to teach you things, and I will give you a lot of different examples how to do it. If not understand, I'll do it again. There is nobody needs to go back home and don't know what to do, or have the feedback and have the results after my workshop. As I already told you about my project management team, why is different? This is my office. My office is really a playground. I'm a little childish, but because of that, I can develop a lot of different information. So I have, for example, drum set here, I'm standing when I'm doing things. And also now when I have this presentation, I'm standing. I need to say this really changed my life. First before have still ache in my back, problems with the obesity, all other things. Now everything is gone. This is totally different. And I have a really big whiteboard. My ideas is written there, so I can see, I can focus, I can work on it. So this is my Lego cubes room. I'm playing there, and because of that, there is so many different ideas. And I need to say that developing idea and project management is totally two different things. Here on the project management, you need to know when, how, what exactly. You cannot say today at the 12 o'clock I will have the best idea. It's impossible. So this is two different things. So in my office, in my playground, I am first focused on one thing and playing, try to find it, shoot the video, editing it, sending it out, getting feedback, and see what is working, what is not. And on the other side, I have my 15 team project manager, and everybody have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different projects, and we talk about this 35 projects. So I'm on the top of 35 projects without any problem, because also I invented my own information system for to really gather all the information, following the indicators. Somebody of you already sent me the message about how to follow the indicators. We need to do that alone because it's too deep topic, but you can also see I have dedicated video just how to follow the indicators of my website. So projects with Igor is a topic you need to follow. And of course, if you're doing this, you will also travel the world. You know, I need to say that just because of the Erasmus Plus, I see so many nice places around the world. I've never been going there because they are not in the charts of the, you know, of the best traveling places. But just because partners are there, I saw so many different things here. So I really encourage you to participate in Erasmus projects and be parts of, you know, changing life. This is how I change life. And I need to show my face here now and maybe 10 years ago. I still have two my own companies. One is the IT development, another is this for the management of European projects, but this life is for me much more suitable. It's opening the space, and Visar is laughing because he knows what does that mean. So I encourage you to join Erasmus Plus project. It's about 30-year stories and is still going better and better. So yes, I'm a little late over the 1 hour, but you know, I have so many things to share, so many different information, experience, pictures, videos. So, you know, whatever, you can contact me or contact Visar, but first thing you need to do, try to join your local NGO, your local youth sector, contact Visar, and you definitely can improve your life. That is for me. Visar, probably, do you have any questions, feedbacks, whatever?
Yeah, I would like to thank you very much about this informative, insightful information presentation from your side. I would like to use this opportunity to thank Medisa, who already joined us, and thanks to her, we have contacted you. And as well as together with you, Medisa, we have already tried to contact our municipality in order to organize this workshop, which hopefully we would like to have you here in Prizren for a few days and organize this training. And I would really like to know more about this opportunity, about the project development which you are offering. I'm really glad to hear that. And whenever you have any space, I would be maybe one of the first interested to join the team, as well as team of PMs, like project managers, if you are thinking to have also someone from here as well. Yeah, thank you very much. And I would like maybe to open the floor also for the participants who would like to ask questions or give their comments, suggestions. Yeah. CD?
No, I just coughed.
Okay.
I would like to thank the professor and also you, Visar, that us invited to join this training or program. Thank you.
Super. Nice to hear that. So in any case, of course, whoever wants to cooperate with me is really welcome. Contact me so we can have our chat. In any case, first, I also offer that online training campaign I will be offering. So if you really want to do it and if you have some kind of persistence, because this will be from 8 to 12 week education. So from 1 week to another, you need to do something. But if you will really follow it, at the end of the 12 weeks, you will have a project. So you just need to figure it out. If you want to invest 2-3 hours per week, to really invest in that and be part of that life. This is one very good opportunity for you. And of course, everything is for free. Or if you offer me a glass of beer when I'll be in the prison, maybe.
Of
So,
course. Maybe just
uh,
before finishing this, I would like to give also the space to Medisa. I think that she also want to add something.
Yes.
Great.
hello, Medisa, but we cannot see you.
No, no, I'm not
Why
so
not?
representative because I'm working from home and
But you know,
home edition. No.
pajama bosses are the best, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one. Hello, Visar. Hi, Igor. Hello, everyone. Visar, thank you for this opportunity. Igor, thank you that you have joined us. Today, I was late, totally late. I saw some marketing, nothing else. And Igor here, Igor there, pictures. What kind of training was this? I'm joking because I saw this. I think I don't know, 10 minutes ago. I have joined you for this training session. I couldn't join you before, but I just wanted to see if you are still here and to say something to greet you. And I'm very glad that Igor, that you could join this training or session today. And we said that he has organized this because I was so that I wanted this. Igor, we wanted you here last year, but somehow we couldn't manage. But we are waiting for you this year. I hope at the end of year or beginning, probably you have talk about this before, because this is very good opportunity for the youth here in Prizren. Not just for youth, and for professors too. And I don't know, Visar has more information how many people are active here in Erasmus. But this is a very good opportunity for the youth to see the world, to not just to work, but to change experience with other youngsters in other countries. So it's Erasmus. You already talk what is Erasmus, so you know better than me. I'm not in Erasmus. I'm more in this development projects, and not to take more time. Here, I'm glad that we have Erasmus here in Prizren finally, and I hope we will make some connections with Igor and with the region, and we can start from now, to have more projects in Erasmus, more partners in region and wide. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, Visar.
No worries.
Thank you, Igor.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Melissa, for all this, all these insights and your intervention. I don't know if Sadie and Enis, Jessica have something.
No, thank you. That was all from me.
Okay. We would like to thank again Mr. Igor for joining us, for sharing all his experiences of Erasmus. I'm really glad that we had this opportunity to hear all these experiences from you, and I would like to share the same presentation also with the others who probably couldn't attend this meeting for today.